Welcome back to a new episode of the AJ Show. It's been a few weeks, just need some downtime, just needed to work on stuff that's going on in our corner of the world. And today's episode is just simply going to be an update video of what's happening in our corner of the world. So as always, get yourself a beverage. It is cold brew season, and we'll talk about that first thing right after the intro. Cold brew season is upon us once more, and I am excited about this season's cold brew. This is batch number 3 I've made, and it just gets better and better as I make it because I'm working out the kinks of a new thing that I have been using along with the toddy. All right, so I did a video on this a couple years ago on how to make cold brew coffee using the toddy. You can check that out. I'm not going to run through it again unless you just want a new updated one. We could go that route too. I might do that. I might actually just make an updated one. But simply put, you know, this is a filtering system that you just put there's usually a little circle cotton filter thing in here. That's gone now. All right, I removed that. And I usually just put the water and the grinds in this thing. They make paper filter bags for the grinds. I've never used it. And I wanted something that was reusable. And so I went to Amazon.com, did some research, and I came across this bag here by Doppelganger Goods, making this organic cotton cold brew coffee bag designed in California. And it's a reusable coffee filter. So you basically just simply fill it up with your grinds, however much you want to make. All right, for cold brew coffee, I believe it's like 12 ounces of it that you'll use of grinds. And you'll just set it in this toddy thing, pour in your water in the bag, just let the water soak the grinds and let it do its thing for 12 hours, all right? Usually about 7 to 8 cups of water for this here. And you just leave it out on the counter. This one never came with a lid. I don't know why. The newer models of the toddy does. So I usually just use like foil or something over it. That way nothing gets in the water. You don't want nothing weird in the water, all right? So, but it's a great system. I feel the coffee has, since switching over to that, it tastes a lot smoother and bolder. So I don't know, there's something different about using simply just this bag here versus the cotton little circle filter thing that we've been using. And it's really delicious. Really, really good batch of coffee. And this is the 3rd batch I made. It just gets better. You know, it gets better. And of course, when you're playing around with IT stuff, coffee's the way to go. Speaking of IT, what a great transition right there. I started dabbling into online courses. And I've been doing a lot of research trying to figure out how to get my foot into the door of the IT world and jump into it as a career. And I'm making the first steps finally, and we're finally doing it. It's not schooling or anything because the universities I emailed or chatted with basically says, oh, it's just reading for their online stuff. I need something interactive. I need something visual. All right. I don't want to sit down and just simply read. I want somebody to talk to me and show me things via videos. Yeah. So I discovered searching online, of course, you know, YouTube has Network Chuck I've been following and listening and watching his stuff and showing me some stuff through there on YouTube. So go check out Network Chuck on YouTube. NetworkChuck.com is a place to go because he too has training courses on his website that you could also sign up and do as well. So itpro.tv is where I have decided to venture over to. And they have 8 free courses you can take without paying anything to get started, just to get started. So, but they do have a pricing plan if you really want to deep dive into the rabbit hole, which eventually I will. Eventually I'm going to do that. But right now, I'm just going to go through all the free stuff that I can do. And they have like videos or set up as videos, like a TV show, showing you things, overviews, demonstrating stuff. And they also have training simulators that you could do, and there's practice tests for the actual exams that you take to get certifications. And if you feel like you're ready for the actual real thing, you can go to the actual certification website, get set up somewhere locally or wherever to take the exam and go that route. So that's the route I'm doing because it's the most affordable and cheapest way to do it, to jump in. And it's my learning style, simply watching somebody and going along with them and learning that way. I'm a visual learner. That's the path I need. That's the path I'm taking. And that's what I'm doing here. So we're finally jumping into it. I've started some courses with this already. I'm doing the CompTIA, I don't even know how you pronounce this. CompTIA section is where I'm starting with right now. And we're just going through the fundamentals, the basics. Basically, I just went over an overview of 3 different operating systems, which I already know how to use those. But hey, it's always good to have a refresher. Other updates going on in our corner of the world. The job front right now, looking at May 1st to transition into a new position, taking the role of supervisor at my employer, which is going to be based me about an hour away, where I'll be driving an hour to and an hour back. It's an 8 to 5 job, so I'll have to leave no later than 7, be able to leave by 5, get home about 6:15. It is what it is. That's kind of where we're at with that right now. It's promotion, at least. That's good. And we're getting all those things all situated and lined up. So here we go on a brand new journey this year. Last year we bumped up to a lead role. This year we're moving up to supervisor. Swig of coffee for the working man. It's really good. It's really good brew. Lastly, I want to talk about, we are less than a month away to the latest Legend of Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom. And there's been a couple trailers that came out. There was a Nintendo Direct that came out where they demonstrated the game. And oh my goodness, I'm just blown away by all the new features and new mechanics and the storyline that's there. It's going to be one big epic adventure that I'm just so ready to dive into. It comes out May 12th. I'm looking forward to playing this game. I'm going to be lost in the world of Hyrule probably for the next 6 months. You may not see another episode after May 12th. I'm kidding. There will be some episodes. Hopefully, I don't get too lost in the world of Hyrule. But man, just seeing some of the mechanics, like you could build vehicles, you could build like aircrafts, you could build little rafts, just use your imagination on some of the new stuff that they have, the weapon mechanics. You can craft weapons and make different things, and new different types of enemies, some returning enemies that we haven't seen in so many years, and the return of the Demon King himself, Ganondorf. Oh, in the latest trailer, the final trailer, it is revealed Ganondorf is back. Officially back. He has been revived. Skin back on the corpse, back alive and ready to go conquer the world. Probably for one last hurrah. We'll see. But, thinking about it, we haven't seen Ganondorf in the Legend of Zelda series since Twilight Princess. That was the last time we actually seen the physical incarnation, the human being known as Ganondorf. We hadn't seen him since. And it's just crazy to think about because, we have, Ganon, who is basically the monster version of Ganondorf that he morphs into. We've got Calamity Ganon from, just pure malice and hatred, of course, in Breath of the Wild. And now the Demon King himself, Ganondorf, the human flesh, back. And he started all the way back in Ocarina of Time. So that's a huge, huge time gap if you look at it between these timelines. And the fact that he's back is just incredible. And sorry, buddy, we're going to have to take you down. So, but anyways, man, just the story that's developed with this game and the Sky Islands and the different mechanics, and just, it's just going to be an epic adventure, and I can't wait to just dive right into this new game, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So very, very passionate when it comes to the Zelda series. I love it. It's just fantastic, as you can tell right here. Just one of my favorite all-time series, and we're just excited for it. So that's all I got going on for me here on the AJ Show today. Just want to keep this brief and just kind of give you some updates on what's going on and what's happening in our corner of the world. Easter's come and gone. We're getting closer day by day to May, getting into the summer months, and just all sorts of good fun. And I'm just glad that all the home repairs and everything is pretty much done, settled, and I'm glad we're moving past that part. Still got to fix this room in here because the wall's missing. So another time. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe out there and take care.